Right now, as I said, is really, really uncertain and too labile. Every single time. Of course, the university told us and they gave us the recommendation of the fact that due to the fact that it's not safe outside, we should stay indoors. But we are getting terrified of the fact that the more we stay inside, the more we just, stay put, the more things. I mean, I literally woke up to an explosion this morning. So we are not safe. It's really, really a terrifying situation. As I said, we spend part of our days in bunkers. We spend the remaining half in our rooms, probably just trying to eat. And people are losing hope. People are tired of just this. This is a week now of just waiting. And there are a lot of different news, different kind of interventions that has been tried. We tried to reach out to the embassy of, or I reached out to the embassy, of course, and there was a plan to try to take us through Russia. There was a plan to try and find a bus or a means of transport where people can move in masses, but everything at this stage is looking very uncertain, and people are even trying to live on their own, but still, it's still very, very arduous. So people are getting tired, people are getting running out of strength. Fortunately, we still have some form of feeding. We people still like some people stocked up the first day, and this university is trying to reach out to some people to send food. But recently, I heard news that so far, I mean, ever since the beginning of the war, the city was blocked. It's hedged in. So there has been no supply of food from outside places. So they are just trying to manage the best they can. As at now, there are probably about just five grocery stores working. So we have to go to those different five locations to buy food for the day. So, the thought and the mindset is how long until this food runs out? How long until people start staying in a state of severe fasting, and due to the fact that there is nothing to eat, we need good concessions. We need to every single day be on our toes. Every single day we need the government to call whoever can, and whichever government they can work with. As at now, we are international students. There are a lot of international students here. I mentioned about 390 Nigerians. There are also people from Indians. There are people from Ghana. There are people from Zambia. There are people from even Arab countries. What we want, or what I know would work, is if these governments of these different countries come together and they put their heads together and say, let's take this thing up to international organizations. Let's call out, the people that could possibly step into this situation. I believe when it's coming from something international, when they can call out to the government, probably, an option is calling to the Russian government, like Dr. Lawson said, and the Ukrainian government, a period of ceasefire, let people travel. Probably they find, they find flights or whatever can take us out of here on an international level or international basis. What I want is for everyone to be safe. And the main thing that can guarantee our safety is if we are not stuck in, if we can move, if we can live. And I'm calling on every governmental organization, every NGO, everyone there that can reach out to international level. They should please try and help us. They should please try and do something. Let people be on their toes about this situation.
Absolutely, Moses. Blessed, this young man with such a massive burden on his shoulders. I mean, just listening to him is heartbreaking, and time is of the essence. We have to move very, very quickly. And from what we're hearing, even on this side, the movement has been very slow. What can happen on your side? You've heard, and I'm sure you've had several harrowing experiences from people, especially in Sumi. What can happen from where you are?
The question to me, Blessed, right?
Over to you.
Okay. Well, I've heard a whole lot about what's happening in Stumi. The truth is, Nigerian government will be held responsible if anything happens to the students in Sumy. Because if Kharkov, which is not even enclosed, the Indians could discuss with the Russian government and the Ukrainian government, and they could put effects of moving their people away as quick as possible, and yet our government is still waiting and not saying nothing, because obviously Dami has reached out to the ambassador several times, reached out to the ambassador of Ukraine, he has reached out to the Russian ambassador, the Nigerian ambassador to Russia on several occasions, and nothing concrete has been done. And that's why you have people like I and Dr. Lawson and so many other people working together to see how, even if it's for us to even start raising funds, or to see how we could start talking to people, international organizations, to see how we move forward and get them out of there. It's very important, because they can't be, whatever they have now can only sustain them the max one week, 5 days, 4 days. Then what next? Then you now have people fighting for food. You now have people struggling or having to do all kinds of things to survive, and it's not really worth it. 390 persons in a city, stopped in a city. It's heartbreaking. And so, like he said, it's going to be a good idea if the Nigerians and so many other governments come together, countries come together that are there. But the truth is our government willing to move forward? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody is even seeing this as a serious issue. There's a statement someone made about this is not the responsibility of the president. The people voted for the president, and the president is the servant of the people. So making these concrete decisions or making these concrete plans is very necessary. If Nigerian government was well structured, you won't have people like myself or Dr. Lawson or Gladys or so many other people having to deal with all this. Look at Gladys. She so far she has been the one catering for almost 400 persons that are in Hungary with her own money, her own hard-earned money. It's heartbreaking. It's not something I even talking about. It just makes me cringe. It's like I don't know what to say at this point.
I just can't imagine how you feel at this point in time. Let's come back to the studios and speak with Lawson. Just a while ago, I was trying to make you help us understand what it is like to navigate through, you especially Sumy. You said that it's a border town between Ukraine and Russia, and it would have been a lot easier if there wasn't war, or that if the students had moved earlier than now. But that's late, that's belated. Yes. Let's talk about the present day situation. Yeah. What are your hopes around getting the students out? Because right now, that is the primary concern of everyone.
Yes, quite frankly, from efforts that has been made that we're not depending upon. Why? Because we're past that step before we now started saying, okay, we have to embark, we have to make it known to the world and see where we can get help, or at least allow our government to understand this is really serious from our end. Now, the hope we're getting is the ambassador for Ukraine, the Nigerian ambassador for Ukraine is very much aware from the conversation with the Nigerian Student Union, that's Damilola. And moving forward, I think we can press further on it. However, should he not be responsive, or rather it's above him, there should be some level of authorization, there should be some level of
are you trying to say the government is not showing as much concern?
Yes, I think they have a lot of distractions. I can't say they are not doing much, but there are shortfall of what they have limitations. Let me put it like that. There are limitations to what they can do. But expectations from the government should go beyond silence. You should even be talking out. People should hear that something is going on, but everyone is silent. Like these people are on their own. And not to even think about the fact that they've actually communicated with the ambassador, which is very, very, in my own opinion, it is funny. Now, if we're going to move forward with the hope I have is trying to reach out. First, they have two challenges. One is evacuating them, which is going to probably relieve a lot of people, let them get out of there. But before they get off, just like he said, they're running out of supplies. And when that starts happening, I don't know what will be. Okay, a lot of them can even, from hopelessness, jump out. So we need to get on track in having everyone involved, not just only the government. Organizations has to hear about this. The UN, there's some students said they were interviewed with CNN, BBC. I told them, let them call me. Let them interview, because we can link them to these students on ground. However, then we can talk about how best to move forward and have more activists on ground. There are activists that we're working with. Actually, there are even Ukraine and Russian activists, especially the Ukraine, on ground. Many of them are organizing something, and then another destructive force comes the way. So we need to get things really towards Sumi.
Okay.
We are past the issue of border challenges.
Is Sumi in Kiev? For those who don't know, Sumi is like what we've heard is Kiev, we have Kharkov, we heard Lviv, but now Sumi. How far is it? Is it within Kiev? Is it?
No.
Let's understand its location.
It's a different.
How far is it from the capital?
From the capital, I think about, if I'm not mistaken, I think between 8, because I've only traveled with a vehicle, not with train. At the time I went to Sumi from Kiev. I'm not sure about the kilometers, I won't lie to you, but it was about between 8 to 12 hours. That was on vehicle. Right. Well, train is a bit shorter, okay? So then, but the issue is it is closer to the border, to the Russian border. That's what makes it this critical, because it's more like the entry point for the Russian invaders.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to leave it at that. So I mean, great speaking with you, and Dr. Lawson, we're thankful for everything you've done, and we hope that we can continue from here and find out at the end that they all came out safely, that no one was left stranded. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Lawson Usiemwanta, who is a medical doctor as well as a Ukraine education consultant. Also, thank you very much, Blessing. I know I meant we were going to say this, but thank you very much, and we hope we keep hearing good news from you, as we hope we can finally get all of the Nigerians who are stranded there out. Blessing Emubosa, thank you very much.
Okay. All right. I would also like to thank you so much for Intola Moses Damilola. I ought to speak with you yesterday personally, but I spoke with my daughter's friend who's with you. That's Fisayo. I wonder, I'm sure she's watching at this point in time. You guys do stay safe and get all the information that you have that will help the country help you, and of course the media out as quickly as possible. Stay safe, and we're with you, okay?